Yeah, to say I'm a little bit confused is an understatement. This story is actually taking a twist and a turn. I think some of you are much aware of the stories that Gambakwe used to tell us in 2019 when General Chiwenga was out of the country when he was in China, and nobody knew what was happening. It was quiet. People said that he's dead and everything. It was kind of like that story. So I want to bring you back to 2018 during the 2018 elections, and let's walk together until we get to this story. First of all, we want to establish in 2018 there was a bombing at White City. Who did that bombing and who directed the bombing? And that is another story. Some people said it was the general who wanted to end Idi Mnangagwa so that by the time we get to elections, he is the one who becomes the president. So this is the story that we're going to be looking at today. Hello and welcome to JCTV Africa. Today we are looking at Susan Mutami's confessions, and we want to try to join the story and see if what is happening to Mary Chiwenga could be true or could not be true. Like, Susan Mutami released some tweets yesterday, and I'm going to read them. They are written in Shona, but I'm going to translate them. The first tweet says, "Ngatibatsirane kufunga pano. If your wife is given poison to kill you by your subordinates, or are very serious, woendeswa ku SA for treatment, then your soldier friend, rest in peace, ofonera machaina kuti tibatsireyo, omiramira kuti urarame, unoitwa multiple organ transplant, rehab in short, then poitwa investigation nana boys. Zvobatwa kuti mukadzi wako ari involved, plus akapromiswa a lot of money, plus your pension. Wobva wararama apo vanhu vanenge vasingazivi kuti uri mupenyu here or wakafa." Right? So then this is what is happening. And then vachingonyepa ku media vasina kana clue, but ana boys vanenge vachiziva kuti bolato madam votanga kugara ne boyfriend uri mupenyu mudeni mako, votora your savings vachifunga kuti wakika bucket odya nehama dzake since anenge asina access kwauri, vachifunga kuti she scored a goal, wobva wodzoka manje unannounced. But ana boys vanenge vachiketa kuti bolato, wodzoka wosekerera zvako sebenzi and not say a word, and you mind your own business. Iwe murume apa unoita sei kuna madam. So in short, what Susan Mutami is saying is that General Chiwenga was poisoned, and the person who poisoned her was the wife. And when she poisoned, she was involved in this poisoning. That's when General Chiwenga came to South Africa. And in this story, it's a hidden story, but you can tell where it's coming from. It's coming from the sense that General Chiwenga was poisoned, said by Idi Mnangagwa, and he was promised that, and Mary Chiwenga was then promised to be given pension money and all of that, and all the benefits that are accrued to him as the vice president. So now, his friend in this sense is General Sbusiso Moyo, Major General Sbusiso Moyo. He is the one who was the friend. How do we know that? General Sbusiso Moyo was once dated Susan Mutami. So General Sbusiso Moyo once dated Susan Mutami, and they actually have a child together. So she must have known all these stories. So now, what then happened was, they are saying that Mary Chiwenga was now living with a boyfriend at the mansion of General Chiwenga here in South Africa. And also, she started blowing General Chiwenga's money and everything. And you remember in 2019 when General Chiwenga came back, he came back unannounced. Nobody knew. That's why people were saying, where is Idi Mnangagwa? Where is he in this? So it actually brings another twist to the story, because now we don't know what is the relationship between the two. And as I submitted to you yesterday, that there is that fear that the boss has to his subordinate, mainly because of the strength that General Chiwenga has in the army. He has that strength, and he can still command that strength. And the same Susan Mutami actually accused Miss Mnangagwa of actually taking medicines and everything in the Ministry of Health, and they were selling it on black market. And that is the reason why General Chiwenga was then appointed as the Minister of Health. It is said that he's the one who demanded to be appointed on that position because money was being stolen and the Minister of Health was bleeding because of Idi Mnangagwa's wife. And you recall in 2019 when there was this fight between, you remember the story of Samson Murombo, when that voice audio that we played on this channel, where Mime Mnangagwa was heard shouting and saying that Dinichinewe Murombo, and all of that, and said, if you want to kill me, you can kill me. So now the story here is that these people are living a cat and mouse game, whereby somebody is looking over their shoulder. But the other story that we actually find out in this story is that these other three generals that died, like Perence Shiri, three generals that died. The one was Overson Mugwisi, was the spokesperson for the army, and Perence Shiri and Sibusiso Moyo. Some people are saying that they did not die of COVID-19. Why? We actually get a clue from an interview that was done by General Chiwenga and Ruveneko. Go and check out that interview that General Chiwenga had last year. He said something that was striking. He said that the death of Perence Shiri, he said he was the last person to speak to Perence Shiri before it was announced in the following morning by Valerius Banda. He said, the last person that I spoke to on the phone was Air Marshal Perence Shiri. And the following morning, I got a call from General Valerius Banda that he's no more. So he said, I can't understand how this thing happened. And the same, he said, with Sibusiso Moyo, it was the same thing. He said he just went into hospital and chiki, he's gone. So it tells you he left some things there that he did not blame it on COVID-19, even though if you listen to that interview, Ruveneko was trying to probe for saying this COVID-19 is deadly. General Chiwenga gave in some clues that it was not COVID-19, it was something. And Susan Mutami said that this is what is happening. So I want to conclude this and end this conversation. What does this mean? Is Mary Chiwenga possible of doing what she is being accused of? Definitely yes. You remember what she did to Shingi Kawandera, whereby she took the child. Like up to now, Shingi Kawandera has not seen his child for almost 12 years now. And that happened when Shingi Kawandera was out of the country, and the child was then registered under the Destin Baiwa, not Destin Kawandera. So a lot of things, she took some of the money that Shingi Kawandera owned, and some of the businesses were changed. So is it possible for Mary Chiwenga to have done this? Yes, it's possible, considering what she did to Shingi Kawandera. Maybe she wanted total power, she wanted absolute power, whereby she would live, but now this is what has happened. Then let's come to the issue. Does she deserve what she's going through? In a way, you can say yes, but in another way of humanity, you feel for her to say, yes, she might have been, munhu akafuririka. In Shona they say kufurwa hakuna wakura, which means that there is always peer pressure even when you are old. You can be coerced into doing something that is funny, just like what is happening to Monzora and Kupe. So what I want to say is that in this case, the people who know the truth is the general, and here Mary Chiwenga, she knows the truth. But what is stopping her from speaking out about this, to say, I was given the poison and to poison? If she's going to get killed, let her get killed for the truth. But if she's going to continue hiding the truth, that means that she is going to die with her truth. You understand? So that is the problem. So it's a new twist to the story. Who is wrong here? Is the general wrong? Does she deserve to be punished like that? Why didn't they open a case of poisoning and then, get her to be in jail? But I think that now they are now using this system in order to make sure that she feels the pressure of trying to kill General Chiwenga. But that's all that I have for you. Tell me what you think. Does she deserve this? Are we getting a false narrative from Susan Mutami because she was once the girlfriend of the late General Busiso Moyo? We don't know. But I was trying to show you the timelines of how these things happened and where we are. Starting from the white seat bombing, coming to when the August 1 happened, and coming to the timelines of when General Chiwenga got sick, and his arrival, whereby he just arrived, just like a general, and he's there in the country, and people, and his arrival to Idi Mnangagwa and all of that, and his appointment. So this woman might know a lot of things. However, can we trust this source? You tell me. The story is out there. It has been published by a number of publications. You tell me what you think in the comment section. Do you believe this story? And if it is true, does Mary Chiwenga deserve what she's going through? And some of the people that I've watched on social media, they're saying, yes, good riddance, she deserved it. Kudama Sterek. And this might be a lesson to those people who are after big boys who have got money, hoping that they actually make more money. And some of the people are actually saying that that's the reason why Genius died. He did not die because of an accident. It was a well-planned thing of what happened between him and that accident. We don't know. But I want to hear from you. If you have more information, please tell me on the comment section. I love to talk to you. But it's a new twist to the story, which is very, very interesting. We'll see what is going to come in the next few days. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to JCTV Africa, and I'll see you on the next episode. And also follow us on Facebook, JCTV Africa, and on Twitter, the same handle, JCTV Africa. Ciao, ciao.